Welcome to Eternal Manna, the daily devotional broadcast of Grace Gospel Church. We are at Psalm 29, where David, with poetic beauty, is describing a terrible storm that he is observing. Today we look at verses 5 to 8. And remember, we told you that the voice of the Lord occurs 7 times in this psalm. Verse 5, the voice of the Lord breaks the cedars. The Lord breaks in pieces the cedars of Lebanon. The cedars of Lebanon are known for their size and strength, and they were used by King Solomon when he was building the temple. And here we are told that God's voice is powerful to just splinter these massive trees into pieces. And in verse 6, David says, he makes Lebanon leap like a calf, Sirion like a young wild ox. So David is talking about the trees being tossed about with such power because of the storm that the forest appears to be jumping around like a lively young animal. A calf that is jumping around, or on Mount Hermon, a young wild ox, again leaping and jumping. And David says these trees, they have been shattered, splintered, broken into pieces, and for the force of the wind, they are being tossed around, they are skipping around in this forest. Stripped forests and shattered wreckage left behind by the storm, and David is deeply humbled as he observes the aftermath of this storm. Now verse 7, the voice of the Lord strikes with flashes of lightning. I like that word strikes. Earlier we learned the word breaks, and here the psalmist says God strikes with flashes of lightning. Lightning scares us, especially if you have been hit by lightning. I was hit by lightning when I was a kid, and it really put a lot of fear into me. And we all may have heard of people who have died because they were struck by lightning. And David says the voice of the Lord strikes with lightning force. And that should cause us not just to be humble before the Lord, but we should fear the Lord. Verse 8, the voice of the Lord shakes the desert. The Lord shakes the desert of Kadesh. So he uses a second word now. The voice of the Lord strikes, and the voice of the Lord shakes. And now it's the desert where nothing grows. Everything is barren, unfruitful, unproductive. So what does God's voice do? God's voice shakes the desert, and he can cause it to bloom. Now, right now, today, your life could be like a desert. Very often, people tell me, I'm going through a dry period in my life. Nothing is happening. I'm not enjoying my time alone with God. What's wrong with me? I mean, that's quite normal, but it shouldn't last. We all have those days when we think everything is dry. But learn to listen to the voice of the Lord. Let the voice of the Lord strike you. Let the voice of the Lord shake you through his word, through a sermon, through a devotional like this. And the desert, the emptiness, the barrenness of your life can be turned around. And your life can become productive. It can bloom. It can flower. And your life can become very attractive. So be open to the voice of God. And the voice of God will break. The voice of God will strike. And the voice of God will shake. May the Lord give us grace to listen to the voice of the Lord and change as a result. Amen.
For more videos like this, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Grace Gospel English Church Toronto. Thank you.